Hi everybody, this is Pam with Jesus Junk Journals, and we're going to move on with this blank planner, as I'm calling it. We're going to work on January. So again, I want to remind you that I'm going to try and do this one as simply as I can and still make it cute. But on the Faith Planner, if you look at my series on YouTube on the Faith Planner, I kind of went all out as far as trying to add interesting things. So if you want something more interesting, you probably should go check those out as far as techniques or ideas. This one, I'm going to try and do a simpler one. We'll see if I can do it. And because I want to get it done sooner, of course, and just get on with it. So you're getting the basics of, how it goes together. So anyway, I'll probably say that on each one, just for people who may be coming in and out of this. So here's the add-on kit, and that has your pieces and here's the January sheet. So I'm going to cut this out and ink it, and then I will be back. Okay, so I am back. I've got these things cut out. As I cut them out, I'm clipping them together. I suggest you do that too, so that, you have your months together and the pages, and it'll help you as we go along. So, oh, and I wanted to tell you, let me look. I don't know if you guys have heard of a book of common use. Here's one that I made. But it's something I just found out about a few months ago. Somebody told me about online. And it's something that's been around forever and ever. But it's basically a book where you keep, what's going on. Or, in other words, you could keep it on your counter. And you know how you get pieces of paper or a business card or something like that, you put it in this book, and then maybe you find out something about your house, and you want to make sure you keep track of it. And so as time goes by, you know how you need it, like a place to gather all of those little pieces of information. And it's called the Book of Common Use. And so what I thought was, and this is one I use for journaling, just ideas that I've gathered and thoughts and things that I want to keep track of. So this is a book of common use, just about my artwork stuff. So this is upstairs with me up here. I have one downstairs where I, keep things about the house. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I said I was going to do a house diary, but what I'm really thinking it should be called is a book of common use. So it's going to be a planner, like a common use planner. So in January, I will keep track of, for the house, like maybe I have a page for people who come and stay with us. We have, guests from time to time, and I can look back then and know when they came to visit us. I might have various, like if we bought a new washing machine in January, you might want to write that somewhere. So when you go back to see, like, when did we buy this? I can't even think right now, but things like that is kind of what I'm going to use this particular planner for. Now, it would also be really cool if you wanted to do gardening and have a gardening planner, because there's things you do each month when you garden, flower gardening or vegetable gardening. So that was another one. Or diet. I know, I went on the keto diet, and all of a sudden I had to have all these different recipes and all these different ideas and all this stuff. So this would have been a good place to keep track of that. If you like to work out and exercise, it might be a place to keep track of that. So anyway, I'm just throwing some of those ideas out. So let's get on with January. So these pages are made to, this one glues on the back of this page. And so you can decorate the edge of this, and then this glues on top. And so I'm going to just do something super simple and use a stencil. And you really just need the border area. And so I'm going to use, I think, Mermaid Lagoon. And just do, let's see if I can find a stencil that I think I'm going to use this kind of crazy one. It doesn't really, it's not vintage looking, it's more modern looking, but I think for the edge it's not going to matter because it's just going to look like a pattern. So I'm going to use that. And I'm going to put, let's see, I think I'll put this paper towel behind it so I don't go over to the next page. So I'm just going to stencil the edge in blue. And, you know, I purposely made this thing kind of monochromatic because we all kind of like that vintagey, almost like shabby chic look. But I just added a little touch of blue to, or a little touch of color to each month. So if you like color, you can certainly add it back in. So get a little bit more there. So just, that's all I'm going to do, just something real simple like that. And hopefully my glue will work. I keep forgetting to put the pin in my in my Bearly Art glue. And that's not cool. That doesn't, it doesn't like it when you do that. Oh, looking for my card here. Okay, so nothing hard about this. Now, you could always put a hinge on this if you wanted to add more room. And I did that, I think, on my faith planner. And I'm just going to center it. And that's it. So this is open to whatever subject you want to do. Now the pockets, let me look for the pockets. There are sheets of pockets that are included on, and I asked you to print, I think, 2 sheets of the pockets because three sheets of the pockets, but only if you want to use these on every page. And I didn't. When I did the faith journal or faith planner, I changed it up and made my own pockets, and you can do that too. But if you want to keep these same 3 pockets on every month, you'll need to print this page 3 times. So I'll just cut these out, and just for the sake of simplicity for January, I'm going to glue these in. And of course, that one you could definitely do fussy cutting. I don't like to fussy cut, but I put that there. So if you want to cut it out, you certainly could, and it'd be really cute. Okay. So I'm going to just glue these in. And there is that. Okay, and then you turn this page, and here's something else you can categorize. And then this has a glue-in page, and it needs a border. And so I think I'm just going to use some washi tape. Let me grab some Tim Holtz washi tape. You can't go wrong with that, right? And just run a border around it. And I'll trim it down. Actually, I think I'll just go ahead and tear it off and do it that way. See if I can get it to come out right. Oh, and I forgot to put glue down. You really kind of need to put glue down if you want this thing to be archival, you know, last for a long, long time. We don't really trust the glue on the washi tapes, do we? So put some glue, just a little bit of glue, and that will make sure it lives on. Doesn't end up like all those colored photographs from the 80s that all turned orange. I'm sure we all have some of those in our family photo collection. Okay, and then just glue this. And again, you could always hinge this if you wanted to add more room to it or writing space to it. So now we are on this page, and this is the page that gets one of the praise pockets, and that is a sheet. Let me find it. And this is the praise pocket sheet. And so if you cut these all apart, you will get a pocket for each month. And actually, I just called it a praise pocket. Sorry, that was from the Faith Journal, and it said praise on it. This is whatever you want it to be. So it's a pocket for whatever subject you want to put here. And I won't cut all these out right now. I'm just going to cut one out so I can do January. I need to come back and cut everything out, but I wanted to get going on this. So here I am. I like a lot of distressing, in case you haven't noticed. And so this will go here. Oh, no. So before I put that there, I need to put a pattern here. Now, I could use color again, but I think because this is neutral, I think it will look good on neutral. And so I'm gonna get a piece of, I have a French dictionary. I think I'll tear a page out of it. Okay, so I'm just going to tear a piece out of this French dictionary. And let's see. I'm just going to trace around this, I think. Hopefully. No matter how carefully I do this, I always seem to have to trim it down after the fact. That's all right. Found this in, there's a really good used bookstore by us. And found this French dictionary with this really old and yellowed pages and tiny little print, which I think is really cute. Okay. I wonder if I start over here, maybe I'll have better luck hitting the... Yeah. Oh. All right then. First time for everything. And then I'm going to ink it liberally. Maybe too liberally. Probably should be a little more careful, but I'm trying to beat the clock. I've got to put a chicken in the oven. I've got to put a chicken in the oven here in just a little bit. And I know my alarm's going to go off, so I'm like, oh, I got to get this done before the alarm goes off. Okay, so here's the pocket. There is that. And then this, you can do whatever you want here, but I actually have another page, and that was this page, which is meant to cut out and put on here. And if you want to, you can, although I have to say that these little pages with the months on them, I think are pretty cute with these doilies and lace on them. So you might not want to cover them up. So this is here if you want to use it. And I even cut around the lace last time on the Faith one. And if you want to watch that, it's not hard to do. And that way you get the lace and these lines printed. So just whatever feels right to you. But I took an X-Acto knife and cut the points out on this lace. And then I just stuck this card under both sides of the lace. And sure enough, my alarm went off. Shut off the camera, because I use my phone for my camera. Anyway, so now I'm almost finished, so I can go down and put the chicken in the oven. But this card was made to go here. And I haven't decided if I want to cover that lace up. I think I will. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm just going to go ahead and glue this in. So there's one more place. And maybe this is, you know, like if this is my house journal, I might put the guests for January, whoever came and stayed with us or came over for dinner or things like that. Okay, so there's January. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please click like and think about subscribing. And tomorrow we're going to do February. So come back, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.